I took your bitch on a trip. We had a whole lot of plans. She knew I'ma swallow some dick. Jump on the ground, stun on the ground, flex on them hoes, shot in my hand. Me, I go Triple H, fuck on the bossy daughter, take over the bed, lead that horse to water. Can't make a drink, can't make a thing. I run on some money, catch me at the bank, catch me on some other shit. I'll be with my brother, bitch. In a Miami pink and the list kid. Dribble, take your bitch and make a flick. She ain't need have to peek and vent. The bitch she made love to the camera. Highly doubt it was a first attempt. Fader to the way. Old school young nigga day. Sounds of Delilah, Charlotte the Spider. Dress gon' be swanking, these bitches are hanging. Dang-a-lang-a, got that pussy singing. I'm out of Houston. Hey, Southside 16 road band, wood tip alley. Pulled up East 9 T-Time, Part 3, Hope please. Pulled off I-10, westbound, weed man, we up. Post up downtown, stay QT, me love. I got oil all in my cup, I got brisket all on my plate. I got UGK in my speakers, I'm on Scott Street like I'm UH. Like I'm Scarface, I mean like I'm Brad. Like MC, I mean like I'm Chad. I mean like I'm School, I be knocking roots. I just bought a pen, a 10-gallon tube. Take a summit from Joe A, that's my little dream. Shake off the devil, get rings like a king. From Minute Maid to Discovery Green. Ideas for Megan, let's see what she think at the ballet. And my Chevrolet, it's a foreshadow, I ain't bought that shit. I'm standing taller than Williams Tower. Your weed is loud, but we got it louder. Innovating so we can fight the power. Head the burns for a bite to eat. Breeze by you with a winter breeze. In the city there's something to see. Summer fest in the summer heat. Control climate at BMC. World tour in 100 weeks. 10 to 100 mil and 100 brings. Lights, camera, action, the tourist attraction. The syndicate faction with capital backing. I got a new stick, bro, you won't catch me lacking. Bitches is Texas and that's why I'm packing. 10 out of 10, we keep this shit macking. Go at the piano, that shot is tracking. PGA tour if I keep up the practice. We got a voice that we keep in the mattress.
It's your boy, P. Henry Trotter IV, aka Home Run Trot, aka Casino P, aka Mr. Lone P, aka Quinn with the pen and with the lens, aka at Frederick _Thugless on your IG. Please say the underscore, aka Chef Boy RP, aka MockTube. It was written, aka your grandma's favorite house guest, because that boy got manners. Bienvenidos a GSH. Give me some headlines. Season 3, episode 803. That's 83 for your non-Spanish speakers. And I'm rolling with my dog, my player, my partner, my East Atlanta 6 Decatur, Georgia nigga, straight up out the red dirt, the mud.
And I go by the name of, oh, my bad.
Then I'm gonna slide this hoe over to my dog because he ready to get out the gates.
And I go by the name of COD Decatur Boy Music. You know what I'm talking about? One alias today shouted, man. How you doing, P?
I like that. One alias today shouted. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. It's a great day. The weather was fantastic today. I got outside, got me a little vitamin D from the old Soul, SOL, for your non-Spanish speakers. How you feeling, man?
Feeling good. I'm feeling good, man. For the fans, if y'all can't quite recognize it, we putting this special effect on my dog P side of this thing, and we call that the Kung Fu movie effect. So hopefully you enjoying this little test run we doing for season 3. I just wanted to go ahead and call out an inside joke that we've been running, but we go play that out for at least another episode and see how that look on the Pope production. You know what I'm talking about, P? You feel me? Had to let the fans in on the joke, Rip. You feel, man? I'm standing up for that episode, so you know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a lot more motion, chain swinging, dangling. You know what I'm talking about? On this season 3, episode 83 of Give Me Some Headlines. And this is a Spike P joint. You feel?
Oh, yeah. Don't bury the lead.
What you got for the people, Maestro?
Don't bury the lead. Man, today we got a special show for the people, man. But we always have something special for the people because we are men of the people. And without the people...
Wow. Acronyms. I'm just ad-libbing like you.
Square bitted, man. But yeah, bro. My dog, my player partner. Where did you get
the
that
video? Just did the cannon. That's funny as shit. Where I get what thing? What you talking about?
Oh man, what you talking about, man? What you talking about? What I'm talking about? You know, what we like to get into when we hit the tarmac, when we kick it up.
Oh, you talking about a little bit of that? Flickety, 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 flickety. Right there, every time I got that thing straight from the past and brought that thing back to the future, like this wonderful story that we have gotten for the fans, because we had Give Me Some Headlines are not only a part of the greater podcast community, but we like to support our brethren and our sisters. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't scared to call her daddy, if you know what I'm saying. Shouts out to them. You know what I'm talking about? Shouts out to Ho Rogan. Shouts out to Trill Withers podcast. Shouts out to I'm Not Here to Argue. Shouts out to Coley Mick and the gang. Shouts out to LeJethro Jenkins. And what my homie name that be with dog?
His name is also Tyler. He is
LeJethro partner.
Yeah, his
Jenkins and Jones. Who is Jones' first name?
Tyler. Tyler's that nigga's real name. It's just
shouts out to Jones, man. Shouts out to the brethren. You feel me? But this little excerpt that we about to drop on y'all come from something that extend from a brother that had a crazy ass show back in the day. You may know him from Malibu's Most Wanted or one of the other movies he was in, but one of the first introductions to bro was the Jamie Kennedy Experience. He was punking niggas way before Ashton Kutcher. This man an originator, and he had someone come on who was a little bit unorthodox to give you a story that provides context to a human being that is extremely well covered, heavily documented, and has been followed by the world's media since he was 18, but this story hasn't gotten out there. And we here, Give Me Some Headlines. Gonna give you some headlines. You heard me? Flickety, flickety, flight that.
Yay.
He's on the basketball team. My friend, his name is Dedrick.
Okay.
Highest scorer in the history of BU when we graduate. We graduate, and there's 3 NBA teams looking at him.
Okay.
I move out to LA.
Yeah.
I come back. Dedrick walks in wearing a Hertz Rent-A-Car shirt, and my heart dropped. And it was my first time realizing that in life sometimes things don't work out. I saw it with my friend, and I was like, wow. He's like, yeah, I work for Hertz. Yeah, I didn't get picked up by the teams, and I might go play in Australia. Okay. He goes to Australia, same girlfriend from BU, and he marries her. He's playing in Australia. He has a daughter and then a son. And he's just playing basketball to pay the bills and still keeping the dream alive. His wife is not feeling well, and he gets a phone call that she died in the hospital. She had a rare disease, and she passed away. Through all this, he's teaching his son basketball, you know. His son starts to play pretty good, so he's like, let me go back to New Jersey, New York, where I can get him into the program, like LeBron's thing, you know, the St. John's High, whatever. So he gets his son into the good basketball programs. He takes a job at Reuters, which is in the World Trade Center. And his son started to get good in basketball, and he goes to work. One day he walks in at 8:57 into the building. He's in the lobby in 2001 when the plane hit the building. He survives. He gets out of the building, and he survives. He gets reunited with his children, and his son ends up going from high school. He starts to get interested from colleges, and he goes with his son to see Coach K at Duke. They walk into the office for the meeting, and on the TV is Dedrick playing for BU against Duke, 1988, our senior year. Well, we were ahead at halftime. We almost pulled an upset in the tournament, and then we lost to them, but Dedrick played great. His son is like blown away, right? That Coach K even like remembers his, you know, and so he said, listen, a lot of kids are interested in coming to Duke, but if you are anything like that man I remember competing against, if your character is like his, Duke wants you. So he goes to Duke. He gets hurt, but he comes back for the tournament, and he takes them all the way to like the Final Four that year. And then he gets drafted by the NBA, and he ends up living the dream that his father couldn't. And that my friend Dedrick's son is Kyrie Irving. So if you want to know why Kyrie has some issues personally, unless you know what it's like to lose your mother overnight at 10 years old, then I don't know how you can have a conversation about that.
That's right. And that mystery man, that mystery boy, that little child born into this calamity, trying to find his way and center himself in the world. Flight deck shit was Mr. Kyrie Irving. P, your thoughts, my brother?
The first thing that jumped out to me was even aside from who from the punchline of who that kid is, because everybody knows who he is. That dude did a great job of telling that story. Like
he did. Excerpt taken from the Jamie Kennedy podcast.
I had no clue of, like, I didn't know anything about Kyrie's dad, didn't know anything about his mom, didn't know anything about like the World Trade thing. Like that
was so beautiful about him dropping the Dedrick. Because as soon as he said, I said, that name ring a bell. That shit sound familiar, but I ain't know where he was going till he got there.
Yeah. My thoughts about the actual story is like, man, yeah, you know, like there are so many assumptions made, and especially with people whose area of profession is in a public forum, and we live in that, especially when it's in the public forum. Like we saw this even before we got to like the internet age, where people place these expectations on you and they do it from afar, so they don't have to do it in your face.
Mm-hmm.
When they I don't want to say dehumanize, but in a lot of ways, like it's very like dehumanizing, like the expectations people put on you because of like the amount of money you make. Because you make this amount of money,
the element of it that's dehumanizing is it is directly in contrast to what they believe the parameters on their life to be. So they say your life should have different boundaries than mine because you entertain me for a living. I entertain you. I help you escape from all the shit that the world put you through. So I should be put through more. That's what people expect of entertainers. As if they don't have real backstories. As if they don't have real journeys inward that they have to go on. When you talk about Kyrie and the documentary he retweeted, all of the things you see come from him in his search toward deepening his knowledge about the Native American community, because it is half of who he is, and it is his mother's half, the half he lost as a child while overseas in a foreign land with his father chasing his dream. So while he loved basketball and he see it as an articulation of a promise to a family, it is not the center of who the fuck he is. And when he climbed that mountain in year 5 and won that championship and had that moment, when he's crossing over into 30, life is his focus. He has done it all when it comes to basketball outside of winning NCAA championship. And that's only because he was only willing to spend 1 year trying to do it. That is the only reason he didn't get an NCAA championship. The gifts that people talk about this man being blessed with are the result of work. They are the manifestation of seeds planted decades before you ever knew his name. And that was the loudest thing that echoed from this story for me. His father saw the man that we see when he was a child. And when I think about what the sacrifice that Dedrick had to make, when I think about the losses he suffered as a father and as a husband, I pray he is at peace and filled with joy when he look at brother Kai. When I think about all these other people evaluation of this young man, because, you know, here on the flight that we like to have conversations, not only that may bring something to your consciousness that you weren't thinking about before, but it's a whole segment on our show called Devil's Advocate. And in these moments, we ain't even playing Devil's Advocate. We are demanding you acknowledge a perspective and open your mind to something that some people may need mind-altering substances in order to ingratiate themselves with. But we hope that a little bit of logic, a little bit of backstory, and a little bit of conversation on wax open you up to the facts of life. You feel what I'm saying? But please continue, P. I had to interject and give a little bit of, not necessarily even just context, but connect the dots on the context clues for people when they go, why is he brother Kai? Why is he so conscious? And why is he this? And why is he that? It's a reason why, man. Just like you got guys like Deion Sanders say he want quarterbacks who come from 2-parent households, but and O linemen who come from 2-parent households, but he want his D lineman to come from a broken home. He just trying to save mama. Y'all take that and y'all go into the dynamic where y'all focus on the stereotypes instead of the documented statistics about the percentage of inmates incarcerated in federal prisons who come from single-parent homes, the people who deal with anger issues, and what percentage of them come from single-parent homes, and the mentality of a defensive lineman versus an O lineman who is there to protect instead of attack. These things make more sense than y'all are willing to give context to them. And on the flight deck, we're going to fire that guy up and we're going to open your mind up. You feel me?
Yeah. Appreciate you for sharing that. I'm grateful for that gentleman who went on the Jamie Kennedy podcast to tell that story. And it.
Hey, Coca-Cola, give me some headlines, some money, because whenever we do a podcast, I like to stay refreshed with a cold, cool, icy Sprite, lemon lime. Ooh. Refreshing. Give me some headlines. We open for business.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm taken aback by the story. Like all in all, and like it's It's very 2 Chainz for me. It's very both.
May I interject something? I like standing up for the show. Can I can do this? And I just came up the elevator on him. It's some headline.
Oh shit. Oh yeah.
You gotta do a show standing up, cuz and like put a weather map behind you and all kind of. We gotta do some crazy shit, man. We gotta step it up. Season 3, we taking this shit straight to the moon, and then we gonna take it over. Darth Vader, you feel me?
Yeah, I just all in all, bro, I appreciate you sharing like that video and being able like to dig that one up and curate it and put it in the show, because I'm sure that people will, as I'm going through like that and hearing that story throughout the entire thing, like whenever it got to a certain point, like where there was a plot twist or there was a plot point, I'm like, man, I'm really empathetic for whoever this person is that this guy is talking about. And so I'm sure he understands that that's what he was doing by like not saying the person's name, is he was building that empathy for that person. And once people heard the actual name, they were like, oh, they a lot of people are probably gonna have that knee-jerk reaction. Oh, that guy's an asshole still. But you had this empathy for him, and you may not admit that you had this empathy for him in his situation, but I'm sure they did. And so it was kind of like, what's that movie? It was a movie with Samuel L. Jackson and Matthew McConaughey. I think it was A Time to Kill, where Matthew McConaughey was giving like his closing statement, and he was talking about how the way he set it up is you built so much empathy for the young girls. Like, imagine this, and like you built so much empathy up. And he talked about Samuel L. Jackson's daughter, who was black, and the reason why this wasn't just an open and closed case of, I guess, self-defense, or this guy was justified in his actions. And then when he painted that picture, like the mic drop was, now imagine this girl was white, and it kind of sends that poignancy home. So yeah, with that, I appreciate how Buddy told his story, you curating it for the community, because hopefully they benefit from it and carry the lesson over that don't judge a book by its cover, because you got to read the whole story to know why the book is, why it was written the way it was written. So with that, I would like to, it's a perfect segue into our next segment of, bro, what the hell you been watching on your television in tu casa?
Bro, we building branding. These gonna be on TV shirts at some point. Be like, hey, COD, could you do your dog a favor? Could you, Eric, give me some TV? But I give your black ass some TV. Let me tell you a thing or two. Man, it's getting about that time. Man. Sweep, baby. These niggas about to put their episodes together that they are going to determine their advertising revenue going into the finales of the season and into next season. You feel what I'm saying? Sweet, baby. And I'm not happy to be on episode 18 of a few of these shows, because they wrapping up big storylines. And I know ain't shit gonna happen to the finale. And then they're gonna try to leave me on the cliffhanger so I come back next year. So I've been watching The Rookie, and they had a spinoff start this year with Niecy Nash. And you know, we like Niecy Nash over here at this house. I've seen every episode of Claws. You feel me? And it's called The Rookie Feds. And they come on the same night, almost on like some Shonda Rhimes shit when she had Scandal and that doctor shit that came on after, whatever the fuck that was. Some about body, Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
So them bitches come on back to back, and I don't ever watch them when they come out, but I watch them on Hulu the next day with no commercials. You feel me? But them bitches good, bro. And I don't even really know what to say about the storyline, man. They cop shows. And unlike a lot of the things Nathan Fillion been involved with, the Rookie don't have a very or even an underlying comedic element to it. This shit a straight up ass cop show. You feel me? And they got grit and they really be on some shit every episode. But it's a very dynamic show, man. And I recommend it to anybody out there in La TV land. You feel me? Go check out The Rookie and the new spinoff, The Rookie Feds. Cause Niecy Nash, she on her shit, man. But I feel like every show kind of got this. I don't know, man. I don't even know. I don't even want to speak on it necessarily, but just for anybody out there who's, I don't know. Be careful when you go watch The Rookie Feds is all I'll say. There are elements to that show that some people may be offended by, and I'll leave it at that.
I'm honestly surprised that you watching a cop show.
Yeah, I ain't a big cop show guy, and the only reason I'm watching it,
I thought you would be. Yeah,
bro. Because the thing I hate most about cop shows is it has the opposite effect that the media has with black people. They represent us in as negative a light as possible to create a perception for people that allow them to treat us a certain way. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like cop shows do the exact opposite for police. They make it seem like they all fucking Columbo or Matlock, the lawyer and shit, and everybody righteous and trying to get justice and shit. And that's just simply not how any of that shit fucking work. DAs and prosecutors only care about their conviction rate. You feel what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about whether or not you did it. They give a fuck about whether or not they get fired, because if they drop below like 93%, they get fired. That's why everybody tout pride in 95, 97% conviction rates. Yeah. That mean when a case come across their desk, that nigga go to jail, not justice is being served.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And then niggas don't even investigate robberies. You be seeing niggas putting all this crazy shit together using satellite triangulation and shit. And nigga, when you really get robbed, for all the people out there, the police come by and they write down the shit you say got stolen so that you can legally file a police report, legally file an insurance claim. They don't go look for shit. Like that's why I hate cop shows. But Nathan Fillion, I've been rocking with this nigga for a long time, since Castle, and he was a writer on Castle who's writing a character that was a lady, a female detective. So he wanted to research and do that shit for real so he could draw good inspiration for his books. And that's how he ended up running with the police force. He wasn't actually a cop. He was just a writer who was running around following around a female detective. And his unorthodox way of thinking helped them look for things off of clues and different details they find out about the crimes that they normally wouldn't have went on, because they more on the linear Hansel and Gretel type of bread chase. You feel me? Yeah. So that's the only reason I got into even the realm of cop shows, because I don't fuck with any cop show you can think of. I ain't fucking with it. Not even Cops. I don't want to see none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But this shit here kind of different. And The Rookie Feds is not as good of a show as The Rookie, but I like Niecy Nash, so I'm a rock it. I'm a rock with it for at least a season so that it get picked up, and then I'll probably be done with it. Cause it's alright, but it ain't great. But that's what I've been watching. The Rookies. The Rookie is on like season 5. The Rookie Feds is on season 1. Give both of them a chance. And I'm telling you right now that if you watch The Rookie season 1, your ass watching season 2 and 3. I don't give a fuck what type of show you like. That's how good that shit got Amanda Peet on that motherfucker. It got the mean nigga from Why Did I Get Married on it. Yeah, Janet husband. No, not Michael J. White. No, Janet husband. Yeah, the black bald headed nigga, the Tyler Perry villain. Yeah. He in that bitch. He live too. Sergeant Gray.
That's what's up. The term that I've heard used for cop shows is propaganda. And yeah, they paint this
propaganda. I love it.
Yeah. And they paint this picture of, hey, we just out here fighting a good fight, you know. everything that we do is good. Like, it paints a picture, and it comes on network TV for a reason.
But The Rookie, man, this shit really kind of different. Because if you watched it in real time, this show is special in a way where, bro, I told you about it on like season 6. So at its genesis, when it hit, all them police killings and shit is starting to happen. They addressed that shit, dog. It's The Rookie, and it follow a nigga who becomes a cop after living a whole life, being married, his son go off to college, and he get divorced, and he trying to find his purpose in life. He was a carpenter, he becomes a cop, so he's a rookie. This is his first year on the job, and I forget the police code for it, but he kills someone on the job, and then you see what happens to a police officer when they kill someone on the job. They are charged with murder. You know what I'm saying? And they have to go through
a trial
within the system.
When they kill somebody?
Not at all. Hell no. Of course not. Of course not.
Right.
But like, they treat them nigga like criminal. They can't leave the police scene. Like, it's a special episode, and I'll make sure I had an episode for the people on the next Give Me Some TV so I could recommend it to them. But that's what I mean. Like, it go into the trial, the hearing, and all that little shit. And I'm like, okay. But they make that shit entertaining. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, man. But yeah. The Rookie is a special show. The Rookie Feds is trying to get his feet wet. And the only reason I criticize it so directly is because it comes along when the showrunners who created this universe are in the 6th season of something that started out swinging for the fucking fences. So you can't start a new thing and it not be dope. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Grey's Anatomy was, I think, like the tenured joint when Scandal popped, and Shonda knew what the fuck she was doing by then. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I expect a lot from these guys, and they got to come harder than that. It'd be like if Modern Family had came out with it, or if Grownish wasn't as hot as Blackish. I ain't never watched none of it, but the people who like Grownish, who liked Blackish, seem to transition to the other one and like it a lot. You feel what I'm saying? Kenya Barris took care of his constituency. You got to keep your universe solid. Like Power, 50 doing right by us like a motherfucker.
Speaking of Power, I haven't made it to the end of Power, the first one yet. But that's neither here nor there.
Omari Hardwick, Swahili Leonardo DiCaprio, when he be talking about ghosts now, he be talking like, man, I had to dig deep. You know what I'm saying? It ain't all 50. It ain't all the script. It's a part of me. And I'm like, go ahead, talk your shit, Omari. You did an amazing job, but let us talk like that about you. Like, when you talk like that, it made me think you Meryl Streep. And we hate Meryl Streep. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she
hate Meryl Streep. I love Meryl Streep.
Man,
I love me some Meryl Streep, bro. Meryl Streep cold, bro.
Viola Davis. Meryl Streep is the white Viola Davis, and Viola Davis don't get Meryl Streep love. So I'm hating on Meryl Streep on behalf of Viola, which she probably wouldn't support, but I stand by it.
Yeah, Viola Davis should get. Fences was incredible.
Nigga.
Like, Fences is in. I haven't seen The Woman King yet. I'm not ready to watch it.
And that's what I'm saying. 1D non-melanated people put on 30 pounds for a role or lose 30 pounds. And they're like, oh my God, she turned into a goddamn MMA fighter for this role and then go out there and carry that bitch while giving a crazy performance. No Oscar buzz? Don't suck my dick. Let Meryl Streep had became the female warrior king and was cock diesel. Man. Viola Davis a bad motherfucker. Meryl Streep, you alright though. We ain't really got beef. But my bad, go ahead. Not fuck Meryl. But shout out to Viola.
Right. Yeah, shouts out to Viola. Shouts out to Viola. Can I tell you what I've been watching, bro?
It better be Viola Davis. What you been watching? Give me some TV, Dork.
Man, bro. I started it a week.
I'm just posted up on the flower. Tell me you don't want to do a show standing up, me.
That's cool. I started a Friday, like not even it ain't been 2 weeks yet. I started on a Thursday night. So it's been a week and 4 days, and I have faced 5 whole seasons and the first 3 episodes of this show. And I was late to the party. I'm not going front. I didn't know what it was about. I'd heard things, good things, all good things, nothing bad about it. I jumped on the roller coaster at the perfect time. I jumped on the roller coaster the night that they dropped the first 2 episodes of the 6th and final season. I've been watching Snowfall. That shit is amazing. That shit right now, like where we are in the story, and like it has couple of elements. If you don't know what Snowfall is, if you have been living under a rock like I was for some years, admittedly, Snowfall it follows convergent storytelling, I think, which is one of my dog favorite types of storytelling. So convergent storytelling is when there are multiple storylines and like those people's stories at some point or another cross paths. And we are now at a point where all these people have been dealing with each other now for a little bit of time now. But the main character I would say is Damson Idris, the British brother. And he is Franklin Saint, a Los Angeles native. And this young man went to a private high school, was super smart, went to this, I think, private college, and you learn in the first episode that he has left college and he's now at home. He has a full-time, or I think a part-time job, and is doing some other things for work. And like his story takes off from there. He ended up selling drugs. Like, I don't think that's a secret. I think people understand what Snowfall actually means. But the way that
and y'all better treat him like Walter White.
Yeah. I think this should be the way depending on how they end this shit, I think it's gonna be better than how Breaking Bad. And I'm
just saying, he a motherfucker who was just down on their luck, who happened to, choose commerce that was untaxed in order to generate revenue.
Right. And he has, and it is loosely based on, shout out to Freeway, Ricky Ross, his life in the early seasons, I think the first 2 seasons or so, or such. And it takes some actual, so it's based on a true story, and then it has some fiction involved just to dramatize it a little bit more. But it takes it talks about how the CIA brought crack cocaine into the black neighborhood to fund a war going on in Central America. And the effects that it had on a few particular families and the overall community in LA and in those countries what was being fought, and other players in other countries that are fighting wars. I think there's Israel.
All them sucker agencies are an extension of the judicial branch.
Yeah.
Who works with the legislative branch, who just happened to make laws right around this time that differentiated between powder cocaine and crack rock cocaine, which they deliberately put into inner cities where there were melanated people.
Deliberately.
And then changed the laws so that it was punished at a higher rate, both in incarceration and level of offense.
And they tell you about this
Schedule 1 versus Class 2 drug.
Yeah.
Shit, wow. Oh, I ain't even seen the show. I know for other reasons.
But they talk about it in the show, like all of these other factors that, like these true factors, and which is interesting that they would, I don't know, like you would think they would try to censor this type of shit, but what have you. I'm trying to understand like why. I guess they wouldn't censor this, so they can't really censor this. Like it's a freedom of speech, freedom of expression ordeal. But the show is great. The cinematography, the characters, the plot, where it's going this season is next level. Like it's next level, man, and it's heartbreaking. Like the mark of good shows for me are like if it's supposed to be dramatic. Like I cry when certain characters have died. Like definitely shed a tear. Like I created that attachment to some of the characters, man. My favorite character still alive. Man, but I don't know. Like he did some shit. He said he was gonna do some shit, and he did that shit, and he came back to fix his past or like to help the people that he left. And I hate that he did that. He should have stayed gone. Because had he survived, I wouldn't have cared about it. They could have killed everybody else. And he didn't leave on some, get this, he left on some, I'm going to go see if there's something better out there, and then I'm going to come back and get my people. Or I'm going to go learn, if there's, I'm going to go learn about this big, beautiful world in a different place and see if it's like that over there. And if it's not like that over there, then I want to come back and tell my people about it so they can live a different life than we know what we living over here. And he willing to leverage the money that he's risked his life for 6 seasons to do that, which is partly why he's my favorite character, because his arc has just been phenomenal. Like his arc is a phenomenal arc. And they got one of like my top 3 favorite characters. One of them dead. 2 of them are alive. And I fear. So I fear for my other guys, because I think they're gonna get them up out of here. I don't see a scenario where they survive. I hope for it, but I don't see it. But yeah, man, that's what I've been watching, bro. The episodes I think drop on Thursdays, and so it'll be season.
Can I tell you something? But could you do your dog a favor?
Yes, sir. I sure the hell can.
Could you give me some headlines? I'm put a slide transition on that. They're gonna look crazy.
I got some headlines for you, bro. These are things that I learned about not even right before the show, about 4 or 5 hours before the show, leading up to the show. And I got rid of some of the other headlines that I had to insert 2 of them. But I'll give them to you and let you decide where we go next with this thing. The first headline is The Rock of Gibraltar. The second headline is Mama Knows Best. The third headline is what the hell you think you're doing with that little shit?
Oh shit. I know exactly what that last headline about. Hell nah. Give the people the headlines one more time. I think I know which one I want though. I like this though. Go ahead, run them pitch it back.
Yeah.
That first one sounds like it might be an Aladdin sequel.
The first headline is The Rock of Gibraltar. The second headline is
You get it. Jafar.
Jafar, yeah. I got you. Okay. The second headline is Mama Knows Best. The third headline is what the hell you think you're doing with that little shit?
We gonna be going with what the hell you think you doing with that little shit?
Shouts out to my dog for picking headline number 3. What the hell you think you doing with that little shit?
Can I guess what city we going to?
Come on.
I gotta stay fly.
We are we are going to the city La Ciudad of Memphis, Tennessee. We are going to visit their professional basketball team,
Oh Lord.
the Memphis Grizzlies. We're going to slide down their route to their superstar, brother Ja Morant,
Who apparently should have been on the Bang Bang.
who apparently we drafted him to the wrong squizzard. And Bill
My fault.
No, that's my fault. I picked him up before we got him to the right squizzard. Our brother Morant, my dog, was in the club with the blicky, had the stick on him, and
Definitely a blicky. It wasn't no stick. It was a blicky.
I was about to say I can't even call it a stick. I don't. It ain't.
You can't. It definitely ain't had no dick on it. He had the condom on it.
It was. Yeah.
Nigga had the rose in the club.
And if you didn't get the reference,
The women know
What the
what
hell
that
you
is.
doing with
If the niggas don't know, the women do.
what the hell you doing with that little shit is a reference to 1985 blockbuster hit Harlem Nights, where Arsenio Hall and forget who was with Arsenio Hall, but they chasing Quick, who is Eddie Murphy in the movie, and they take a
Richard
third
Pryor.
guy with. So Richard Pryor's in that movie. Red Fox is in that movie. Della Reese is in that movie.
I'm saying that who was chasing with him. He was one
No,
of
it wasn't Richard. No, Richard Pryor was he was that was his like adopted dad. Arsenio Hall and like it was some other comedian at the time. No, it was the dude that played Biscuit in Life. It was the dude that played Joanna in Joanna Man. What's the buddy name?
Keep going, I got you.
Okay. But they're giving chase to Eddie Murphy, and it's Arsenio Hall, Buddy from Joanna Man, and a third character who I don't know who he is, but he funny as hell just because of his comedic timing. And so Arsenio Hall and Buddy from Joanna Man, they got 100
Bro,
pounds.
have some decorum, G. All you gotta do is talk around Michael A. Nunez for 1 minute and I can get you that name. You said Buddy from Joanna Man 3 times I can get you the name. What a teamwork, dude.
I wanted to say Buddy from Joanna Man.
I was writing some shit the second time I heard it, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna just go get it right now. And as soon as I pulled it up and you got one more in, I was like, he got me. Dang. This nigga, Michael A. Nunez. Shouts out to the brethren though, man.
Yes,
Don't disrespect though. Cause I'm a big fan of bro. That's why I was saying stop hitting him with the Buddy from Joanna.
Michael A. Nunez.
The man was on what was that TV show bro was on? He been that dude for decades though, man.
For a minute. Like 4 decades. Like he been in the game, I mean, since the 80s. So down there 4 decades. And they giving chase to Eddie Murphy. It's 3 dudes. 2 of them got Tommy guns. They spraying up a building that Eddie Murphy just jumped through the window of. And one dude got a 6-shooter and he just and every time they let some rounds go, he just a couple shots into the building, and Arsenio Hall get mad at him and tell him, "Man, what the hell you think you doing with that little shit? Stop shooting that little motherfucker!" And so I asked Brother Morant the same question: "What you think you doing with that little shit, bro? Like that ain't no reason to pull out the blicky, bro. Like no reason to jump on IG Live and jeopardize the millions." He got an opportunity to hit 1 billion faster than Bron did with the level of his popularity and how fast the NBA is growing and his popularity in growing markets. Like I think he one of the most popular players.
The next TV deal will be split between TNT, ESPN, Amazon, YouTube, and another streaming partner. There's gonna be 5 versions of that shit you see with Chuck and Kenny and them. Their max salaries are about to damn near double.
Yeah. So bro could hit.
He could get to a Billy with no endorsements by simply playing basketball if he don't fuck it up.
Exactly. And He jeopardizing that because he was just suspended for having that little shit and flashing it. And after a teenager said, man, he brandished a gun at me. He beat me up, then he brandished a gun.
The week that story break, he show everybody the gun that he
show everybody the gun.
It is not hard to believe that a nigga who posted a video of himself, selfie camera, somebody didn't catch him in the club. It looked like they was in the VIP private area. No one could have been recording that nigga but him. And he recorded it himself. Like a IG thought who had just got a couple $1,000s for letting some nigga in the Ukraine beat her up on one of them trips they don't tell y'all about. It happens. Women be getting paid to fly over the countries to get beat up and pooped on and stuff. It's weird stuff going on in these streets, man. And people be honest with me beyond my desire to have them be honest with me. And I just tell you, I have heard a tale or two. You feel what I'm saying? And I am not a mechanic. I ain't trying to fix shit. I listen though. But I am rubber, you are glue. That crazy shit gonna bounce off me and you stick to you.
Luck on you. But what are your thoughts, bro? Like, do you have any more thoughts about the brother, man? The point that I wanted to make is, bro, hey, fellas, you don't. I'm gonna get to this later on in the show, but don't jeopardize your bag, man. Like that bag, like you worked your entire life for this thing, and I'm not telling you not to be yourself. I'm not telling you not to have a good time, but there are some things that are pretty unnecessary, and like that, like you have.
And let me stop you right there. That's how I feel about it. The shit just unnecessary. He didn't do anything illegal. He does open himself up because they were on a road trip to the question of, did he bring this on a team plane, which would be a violation of NBA rules and allow them to hit his fucking pockets. But now he got to do a combination of repenting and showing remorse, but also not telling so much truth that he get himself in trouble when they can't prove a goddamn thing. There wouldn't be shit to prove or investigate if he didn't show a video of himself, which was unfucking necessary.
Yeah.
The notion that a nigga who is a millionaire in Memphis shouldn't carry a gun when a Memphis legend was just shot down buying cookies is ridiculous. The notion of, if you need a gun, why would you go? You need a gun going to buy cookies in Memphis. So he gonna not like to see titties and ass shaking because you might need a gun there? If he in Memphis, he need a gun. What he don't need to do is to be dancing around like a thought, smiling and giggling at the camera and holding it like this. Hold on, nah, the camera need to be on me. They need to see how he was holding it. If you holding your gun like this, not only should you be slapped in the face, but it is unnecessary to be out of where it is safely kept for when you actually fucking need the shit. You feel what the fuck I'm saying? I hope this is a lesson he only have to learn once. Brothers like Jalen Rose, brothers like Allen Iverson, different people who have had this thug image thrust upon them in the league, had to grow up and mature and fight their way out of things that were thrust upon them as they went to just hoop, are having to come back and re-answer for things as men who grew out of this stigma and this stereotype. It's being thrust back to being a part of their character and rediscussed because of a nigga we all never saw like that, choosing to paint himself like that. And I liken it to someone who came into the hip-hop game with Tupacalypse tattooing thug life across their belly. And that's going to rub some people the wrong way, but I said what the fuck I said.
You heard my dog. What we just wanted to share.
Somebody that blessed don't have to put thug life at the forefront of their movement. The whole world is ready for everything you have to give them, and you chose to put that at the forefront of what you were doing. and you see where it led Pop, I pray it don't lead y'all down that road. Because he didn't get to give the world everything he had to give us, because he chose to put himself in that world. When Hollywood and the music industry was waiting to open their legs and let him have them, both metaphorically and literally. He chose thug life. Hove did that. So hopefully y'all won't have to go through that. We're supposed to learn from the lessons of the generation before us. I hope he learned from his own mistakes, since he didn't learn from our predecessors.
Well, bitty, man. And that's why we wanted to share that. Bro, I put that headline in there just to say, just to get to the point of don't be unnecessary. Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't be unnecessary. And I think I just found the title for today's episode. So I'm gonna write that down real quick. But before I do that,
here at Conversations on Wax are very conscious of what we say with cameras in front of us and microphones recording. We not gonna deliberately do shit that may cost us $200 million in front of these cameras. I promise you that. We commit that to the community right now. You feel me? If I get a call tomorrow to say, hey man, y'all gonna have to cut that Conspiracy Brother segment. We gonna switch that segment to Facts Brother. And I'm just gonna simply state facts with no conclusions. Dead ass. We're not gonna cost ourselves $200 million. We just gonna walk.
That's funny. I hope you get the lady doing something special for the tax day turn up. And I hope you get it.
I like being standing up. I just hit that Uzi on. I can do whatever I want to. And I just want to walk. I just want to walk. I just want to. Tax day turn up. You said tax day turn up. I turned up. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the speaker view is on you, so we can get that on the socials.
Oh, you a dick. I already know you gonna put some crazy music behind that shit. Hey, I'm gonna have my steppers on. I'm gonna be on that dance floor, boy. You better believe it.
Yes, sir. It's my G. Can you do me a favor?
What's that, bro?
Can you give me some Bill Russell NBA today?
Hey, NBA today. And just to ingratiate the audience that may be consuming it for the first time, we here at Give Me Some Headline have been introducing the world to a concept we feel like is as simple as basic math. All too often, people talk about the of basketball and don't reference a man who literally don't know how to not win a goddamn championship. And they invalidate this man's winnedness by talking about the dynamics of the NBA during his era and referencing that they were only 8 teams. And we here at Give Me Some Headlines put forth the hypothesis, assert that this means that they were all super teams. And we are painting Bill Russell's NBA today and cutting out 22 teams worth of NBA players and only leaving behind 8 rosters, 12-man rosters. Bill Russell's NBA today, the best 96 hoopers in the world. And we are 2 spots from rounding out the starters and backups. And then we're going to be choosing the 2 6 men for each team to round out the 12. He fought me on the math, but he's come over to the dark side, if you will.
I sure did.
And for the audio cast, I got on a Darth Vader Christmas sweater. That's right. You know what day it is. And I still got on a Darth Vader Christmas sweater. Fuck y'all. But Pete, how you feel about the draft this week? You ready for the Power Fours? I thought the league was light in PFs. But
it's heavy, bro. Yeah, I did I looked
unintended.
Big Power Fours. Power Forwards got more power.
Bounce than an ounce?
More bounce. More bounce than an ounce. That's on the must-have playlist also for the tax day turn up. More
Oh boy, I heard a song that I was like, I gotta send you, bruh.
Send me that then.
How you feel about Timberland and Justin Timberlake?
The lady love. I love Timberland. Timberlake. I love Timberland. Timberlake. Yeah. Yeah, the lady love. She liked this song. She got it on the playlist. She definitely got this on the playlist.
Bruh, they got some bobbity bops now.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do. They definitely do. But you know, I feel about Timberlake is the modern day.
When is it going? Is it going? I don't know what you're about.
This ain't got to be on the playlist because it's gonna be in the car beating on the way from me.
That's what's up.
Get your hips loose.
Yeah, Timberlake.
I'm the type of girl to look you dead in your eye. I said, oh shit.
You heard what I said?
I heard you. I can't fight it. I can't fight it. The thing that cleared him though is he was in a group first.
Yeah. I feel like Elvis probably was too, though.
But to be in a group is to have to be a character. So a group of 5 white boys who don't have a black guy needs someone who's urban. So a lot of him representing that culture, whether it be direct theft or not, is akin to, like, The Rock was the WWE's version of Booker T. You see what I'm saying? They needed the slick black guy who was the ladies' man. Who The Rock bottom is the bookend. He stole his finishing move. I don't know how it's not talked about more. Booker T finishing move, the bookend, is the fucking Rock bottom. He just also has the shit where he do the leg and kick the nigga on the back of the neck. But the Rock bottom is Booker T shit. You can go back to the early 90s and catch clips of him saying, if you smell what the book is cooking. Book cook. Rock cook don't rhyme. But yeah, I don't even know.
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. So yeah. I ain't even gonna cap. Cause then he went and did that country shit. He went back and was like, I'm white again, y'all. Hit him with the Miley Cyrus.
Hit him with the Miley Cyrus. Let me come take all these beats y'all could have been giving black folks. And but I will say that crossover did wonders for those producers. So I'm very glad that they were able to cash in on that shit.
But he literally went and did the tracks that Prince turned down that Pharrell made for Prince and shit like that, though. So I feel what you're saying. But at the same time, all he did was perform this shit, man. Like, Bill Russell's NBA today. Whoa.
And with the first pick of Bill Russell's NBA today.
My nigga P said, take that, white boys.
Forward draft.
Drafting to you got to choose the names this week because I noticed the only teams that don't have names, the only teams that don't have names is the teams you drafting to.
No, that ain't it. New York ain't got no name. That's your team.
They the Niggerbockers.
You must have just chose that.
I've been saying that for 3 weeks. 2. But anyway, choose a name by the end of the episode, nigga. Los Angeles.
Lil Leons. Los Angeles got a team now. They the Lil Leons.
All right. Like spelt like lion?
You can yeah. That's good. Sure. Leon.
That's a bit. Luca Leon. All right.
Luca Leon.
The Los Angeles Leons. We gonna read the starters and then we gonna read the backups when we drafting the backups. All right.
Okay. That's a bit.
Keep it tight. So drafting to the Los Angeles Leons to play with point guard Luka Doncic and shooting guard Devin Booker, small forward Jason Tatum. The starting power forward will be
This is a hard decision. And I'm doing this because I want the best league. I'm going to give them Anthony Davis.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
No explanation? You just standing on business?
The reason why I want to give them Anthony Davis is because I gave you the explanation before I chose him. I want the best league. And I think that having this LA, people try to make the biggest rivalry in sports, LA Boston, or the NBA biggest rivalry is LA Boston, when I believe it should be LA versus New York. Even with that cocaine, man, like those are the two outside of Miami. Like nobody had stronger cocaine than LA and New York. So,
oh wow, we gonna keep it pushing because we don't want people to know why. Can I ask you about New York? How you feel about the New York pride, bro? Because I don't know if it's a city that has more pride in their city or being from their city than New York. And I spend only a little bit of time up there, but I always hear about how it's better than everywhere I am.
Yeah.
Even though them niggas not in New York.
Yeah. I'm fine with that, bro. There's no pride of people.
And then shouts out to the
I've been to all these places.
Community. That'll be their team. You feel?
Yeah. I was up there. I was up there one year during Pride, and I've never seen people have a better time.
Man.
Literally in my life, never seen people have a better time.
Well, we gonna keep it thug thizzle, man. In the New York Pride, led by Steph Curry, shooting guard Jaylen Brown, and small forward Kevin Durant. Gonna have a hard time sneaking anywhere, especially into the playoffs with the Greek freak at power forward. They dynamic yet. They got 2 7-footers at the forwards. Watch out. You feel me? Greek freak to the New York Pride. How you feel about it, G?
That's gonna be hard. So give me that again. They got Steph Curry.
To be honest with you, I think I like the New York Boroughs better. Cause shouts out to Joe Burrow. That name Fire and the 5. You feel what I'm saying? They could we could do New York Boroughs. How you feel about that?
I like the Boroughs. I like the Boroughs better.
Yeah, we'll put that for now. I definitely don't know how to spell it. Boom, spelt it. Yanni Boo Boo to the Boroughs. Hey, yeah, that worked. I like the Boroughs. How you feel about it, P? They rocking out. They got KD, Jaylen Brown, and Steph Curry. The guards is locked up. The forwards is locked up.
Yeah, that's cold-blooded. Steph.
Imagine KD and Giannis across the paint like this. Moving up to the top of the key. Swing it if you want to. You're wasting your goddamn time. That's all I'm saying. We drafting over here. P, drafting next to your hometown, Houston. Shouts out to my dog. You still did it again, bro.
What'd I do?
They got the same roster as New York. At the top. I remember this week, though. At point guard, we have Ja. I keep that Blicky Morant. Am I correct?
Yeah.
The shooting guard, we have Anthony Edwards. And at small forward, we have Kawhi Leonard in that thing. P, who playing with Kawhi? Ja, I got that thing on me, Morant. And Anthony, I could play baseball if I felt like it. Edwards, you feel?
We the funnest team in the NBA, baby. Bring my dog Zion to the H, dog.
Oh shit! Okay, he coming out there for the. He coming out there for the.
We gonna have all the weirdest outfits. We got Kawhi gonna
all the weirdest outfit. That nigga coming in there with the anime leather Birkenstock outfit on. Boy, that shit would be made out of the craziest material. Like, how did they even paint that on there? Yeah, nah, that what's up, bruh. Now we taking it on down to the Miami Zones. And starting at point guard, we got LeBron James. And at shooting guard, we got Bradley Beal. Small forward, we got the boy Andrew Wiggins. Here you talking about. And at power forward, we gonna take a nigga who is mad soft, but they gonna love his big high voice ass down in Miami. We gonna go ahead and put the cat down there, man. We gonna put Karl Anthony Towns on the Miami Zoes, dork. You putting cat, you putting down on the Zoes. Hold on. Let me get a nigga a cat that they ain't gonna hurt his feelings. You feel me? Put that nigga on the Zoes, man. How you feel about it?
I like that, man. Yeah. I feel like that it's gonna toughen him up a little bit. And he kind of that's where Braun went, and like Braun kind of became like the villain, because of the decision or whatever. So I feel like Cat can go down there, and I feel like people vilify that organization to a certain extent. So I
definitely do.
I like Cat. I like Cat being down there because he said, and RIP to his family, he said once he went through all of that, he wasn't gonna be the same guy anymore, and so it changes a person. So yeah, I like Cat being down there. Those, bro. I feel like they'll embrace.
That's out to the big purr.
Big purr. Big purr.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Yo, big Shibuya roll call head ass nigga. His name Big Carbon. Yeah. Oh, we are in the A. I'm tripping. Going to Atlanta to play with Kyrie Irving. Shouts out to brother Kai. Y'all heard about it earlier. I can't believe that nigga the starting shooting guard. That's correct though. Jordan Poole and Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
Please get these niggas a good player. Kyrie Irving, Jordan Poole, and Chris Middleton need some help at power forward. Who you giving?
I am going to give them.
You don't give them dog, boy, the bang bang's finna be crazy, dude.
What?
If you don't give him who I'm finna draft next, the bang bang's finna be crazy.
Oh, we want the bang bangs to be crazy. We've been banking on that. I'm gonna go with my dog, Arvydas Sabonis' son, man, Domantas.
Okay. I know I wrote his name down. Boom, there you go.
Yeah.
ATL1. He said, yeah, you wrote his name down just like last week. He got faith in your dirt. All right, coming up next to play with my favorite team in the league, the Chicago Chief Keefs, the Chicago 300s, the Chicago
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't rehearsed. We just got that time. Starting their point guard, Damian Lillard. Shooting guard, Donovan Mitchell. Coming at small forward, Brandon Ingram. And you already know, I'm finna bring me a straight dog. And like my nigga P said, we got to put a championship nigga on the roster to bring some pedigree. And we gonna bring the nigga down from the Great North, dude. Pascal Siakam to the motherfucking bang, bang.
Okay.
Bang. Bang. You already know what it is. Had to do it.
I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. Pascal. Okay. Tell me about my squad out there in Vegas. The C-Lows. The See No Evils.
You feel me? I had to switch up my earpiece real quick. Coming out there to Las Vegas to play with the boy LaMelo Ball. You feel what I'm talking about? And shooting guard, the boy Paul Anthony George. Say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest. And a small forward. Here today, gone DeMar DeRozan. You feel? Who playing power forward for that team? You feel?
Can I get that line one more time?
Yeah, because I'm sitting there at point guard, we have LaMelo Ball. And at shooting guard, we have Paul Anthony George. And at small forward, we have DeMar DeRozan. Nigga Drake said, the more I hear it, the less I like it. He kept that nigga at the ESPYs. Drake did his thing at the ESPYs. They need to bring brother back for a 10-year anniversary of the last time he did it.
I like my team out there in Las Vegas, man. They
some hoopers.
Yeah, they some hoopers out there. I'm gonna go with my dog, a stretch foe. I'm gonna go with my dog, Laurie Markkinen, man.
Every week you say somebody I didn't write down and it blow my mind. Who the fuck? Spell his name and who he play for?
Laurie Markkinen. He play for the Utah right now, but he now plays for Las Vegas. LauriMarkkanen. Laurie Markkinen. Buddy got a chopper. And he'll take that thing to the rack and yeah. He be doing damage, man. Buddy nice. I like Buddy game. And I think he might be a first or second year guy.
That what's up.
Second year guy.
I ain't even mad at him. He made Bill Russell's NBA today in the second year.
Yeah. Yeah, he nice with it. But you better put somebody out there in Utah that's going to beat up.
Oh, you already know. This spoiler alert for anybody who has seen this team be constructed from week one. You already know who the starting small forward is on the Utah ass. But I'm going to bury the lead, even though normally here we don't do that. Starting at point guard, the leader, the captain of the ass. And we ain't talking about how he walked with it. Hold that. You feel me? Chris Paul, CP3 to 6 weeks. And at shooting guard, we got DeJounte Hope we leave his eye blurry Murray. And then at small forward, we got, what that nigga say, Kyle Kuzma. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And to round that out and to make this team a team, a real literal bruiser yeah, that we putting all the way out in Utah to keep my dog that's in Atlanta safe. You feel what I'm saying? Draymond Green, man. Y'all already. Yeah. We hope he beat Chris Paul. Draymond Green to the Utah ass, man. We need that best leadership.
The best dick punchers in the league.
You feel what I'm saying? They gonna be the first NBA team to wear cups. You feel what I'm saying? You know what they about. You feel what I'm saying? What that nigga Will Ferrell said, dick slapping's my game. Yeah,
I love it.
Utah ass.
I love it.
Get Draymond Green, man. We gonna keep it pushing, man, and keep it moving, keep that thing tight, man. Going to the Los Angeles Leons to play with the benchmark, the second unit, the top tier class of the NBA, who gonna really determine whether or not these are championship rosters. Star point guard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, with the homie Zach LaVine coming out that thing to mob out with OG Anunoby, who is the power forward playing with the second unit out in the Los Angeles Leon country.
I'm gonna go with my dog, Julius.
Damn.
Randall Watson. His last name ain't Watson. Ain't no Watson in that man's name.
It ain't at all. It ain't at all. I would definitely pick it up.
I wrote down Watson.
I would go keep him in New York, man. He took you to LA, dog. He brought you back home. I was gonna keep you in your new home if he did, man. That boy been hooping.
Yeah, that
boy been hooping more recently. 9-game winning streak. Shouts out to the Knicks.
They got the longest winning streak in the league right now. Yeah, them motherfuckers ain't playing no games. They have not lost since the All-Star break.
You got a good little rest, bro. And going out to New York to play with, who is the backup fucking point guard? Oh no, this is the correct list. To play with Darius Garland, Scary Terry Rozier at shooting guard, and Bojan Bogdanovic at the small forward. Who rounding out the second unit out there with the power forward? Oh, yeah, you picked both. I picked this. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure I drafted Bojan. What's going on with this? You feel me? Dog, I gotta make sure I got some flash out there, man. And also, Steph Curry gonna be lonely, man, if he the only light-skinned nigga out there, cuz. Okay. I'm pretty sure we didn't put this nigga on the team. Correct me if I'm wrong. Aaron Gordon's still a free agent.
He is, yeah.
And here boy going his ass straight up to New York to catch them crazy ass oops. Cause if that nigga Steph had him a Blake Griffin, he can put the ball anywhere he want to on the court. He can shoot it like a 3-pointer and throw the craziest oops he want to. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, him and Aaron Gordon, dunk contest in game. And New York, they deserve a little bit of razzmatazz with their 3-point sizzle. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm putting the boy Aaron Gordon up there in New York with Chef Curry, man.
Okay.
I'm tripping. I'm putting Aaron Gordon in New York with Darius Garland, Scary Terry Rozier, Bojan Bogdanovic. Him and Scary Terry gonna be Bojan Cube. You feel me? No ice. Ice baby. You feel me? How you feel about that, man? We good with that?
Yeah, I like that pick. I like that.
That's a bet, man. We gonna keep it pushing right on down to the Houston Highlands. But we got, who is the backup point guard?
Down here we got hold on, I know who it is.
I know the backup shooting guard, Klay Thompson. Mikal Bridges is your backup small forward.
I think it's Klay. Yeah. Who's the backup point guard here?
Lonzo Ball.
Lonzo
Ball.
I was
Ball.
like, it's somebody who ain't playing.
Klay Thompson.
Easy.
Lonzo Ball, Klay Thompson, and Mikal Bridges. We making sure the lights is not alone. Yeah. We keeping them paired up.
Lonzo, I apologize, man. He gonna be playing all those Lonzo, Klay, and the good brother Mikal Bridges.
Defense.
It's gonna be playing alongside, you mentioned it, defense, JJJ, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Mafia.
Yeah, I like Buddy Game, man. Like, I really like.
He currently play in Memphis, y'all. He don't run around flashing guns on the internet, though.
He don't. Shout out to the All-Star for the first time this year, also.
Yeah, gang. Man, shouts out to P, man. But also, shouts out to the Miami Zoes who have Mr. Jamal Murray, CJ McCollum at shooting guard, and Michael Porter Jr. That's what I thought Aaron Gordon was.
Yeah.
And Michael Porter.
Those guys mixed up.
And Michael Porter Jr. rounded out the second unit at small forward. And the pair with the game, I'm going to put a young boy who I think going to develop in the song Crazy, but he a hooper now, man. And let me get that nigga up out of Orlando, man. Go in and put him out there with the game. Paulo Banchero.
Okay.
You feel me?
Look,
I'm going to put Paulo out there in Miami. You feel what I'm saying? Already in the state. Go ahead and move south and get down. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like
what that boy said. Down. You feel what I'm saying? Shouts out to Trick Daddy.
Get down. Yes, sir. Slip and slide. This one, I'll let you go ahead and get that rundown right quick.
Yes, sir. And next draft is Atlanta to play with Mr. J. Rue Holiday leading the second unit in the battle with Desmond. I beat your badass Bane. Franz Wagner, who playing power forward with Franz at small, man. Who out there you making sure they use all 5 fouls, man.
Shout out to my dog, man. It's quiet over there because this team is always just mad low key. Don't nobody give him credit if Bron ain't there. Shout out to my dog Evan Mobley, man, in Cleveland.
I got him right where I knew. Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm going with my dog.
That's out to Evan Mobley, man.
Mobley, excuse me.
I got him written down on my list in between Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Davis. So that say a lot about you, nigga. I knew you was getting drafted. Shouts out to you, Evan Mobley. And you know how I feel about people with that last name. You feel me? Yeah. Boom. Moving on in Bill Russell's NBA today, as we have been known to do. Drafted to the Chicago Bang. The Chicago 300s. The Chicago Chiefs play with De'Aaron Fox, Tyler Hero at shooting guard, and Mr. Jimmy Butler at small forward. I wanted to put somebody out here that Jimmy Butler most definitely do not want to play with. He left Philly and they kept him instead of him. So I ain't gonna piss him off and make him play with him. But I wanted to put somebody on the Bang Bangs that got a chopper, like a real chopper. And he struggled with injury a little bit, but in Bill Russell's NBA today, injury don't exist.
Right.
And I believe Kristaps Porzingis could go the fuck off playing with Jimmy Butler, because he gonna mean him up. And he take on Jimmy Butler personality like a team who smart do. And he playing with De'Aaron Fox and Tyler Hero. Man, they gonna get the fuck off. The floor spacing gonna be crazy. And De'Aaron Fox, the fastest nigga I seen dribble a basketball since, like, I don't know how long. You feel what I'm saying? That nigga fast. Yeah. He's so fast, he made other people who fast look not fast.
Not so fast.
You feel what I'm saying? So I'm putting the dog Kristaps Porzingis up there with the Bang Bangs, man. How you feel about that, man?
Oh, I like that. I didn't expect it. I'll be honest with you. I did not expect Chris.
I had to do some
Kristaps Porzingis, but I feel like Kristaps Porzingis.
It's only one other person I could have put with him.
Yeah,
and I want to put him with you know who.
Yeah. Man, I feel like this guy would work well with the Utah ads, but I'm not gonna give you the opportunity.
The Las Vegas CeeLos to play with James Harden, Jordan Clarkson at shooting guard, and Harrison Barnes, who think he Kobe at small forward.
Yeah, this is and this guy right here is gonna put Harrison Barnes in check if he think he Kobe too much. And you always need an enforcer. When you out in Vegas, you need an enforcer in some type, form, or fashion. And we know this dude got a heavy right hook. And I know he would beat up Chris Paul, but you need an enforcer when you're in Vegas because...
Can I guess what team he currently play for?
Yeah, go ahead.
Portland?
Nah.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me shut up.
Nah, he played for the Milwaukee Bucks currently, but now he played for the Las Vegas CeeLos. Bobby motherfucking Portis.
Damn. It's going to be some power forwards who mad.
Very, bro. Power forward deep in the league, bro.
And I ain't think they was. I thought we was done when we got past small forward, bro. Center's got some players too now.
Yeah, Center's got.
But get what though? I started to put this nigga on the Zoes, and I started to put him on the Bang Bangs. But what he not gonna do is miss out on being on the original rosters of Bill Russell's NBA today. Shouts out to that ATL current nigga that we drafted to go poke on CP3 head in practice. He not gonna remember none of the plays. Fuck all that shit you talking. But he gonna come out there and poke on every nigga standing in the lane. Mr. John Collins, man.
Yeah, man.
Gotta put John Collins on the ass, man. Him and Kyle Kuzma, I think, gonna have a crazy game together. But he gonna be playing with Ice Trae Young like he do now. Buddy Hield, Gordon Hayward, John Collins on the Utah ass, man. They gonna ball out.
Yeah, yeah. You got some good spacing on that in that second lineup. Great spacing.
Straight up. So Gordon Hayward and the boy John Collins, they can fuck around in the lane. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That rounds out the draft for the power forwards in Bill Russell's NBA today.
Da-na-na. I got a quick question for you, man.
Guess what, Cam Johnson? You won't notice. I ain't do this last week because I really love the small forwards. But Jalen Jackson Jr. do better. Christian, play with your wood. Scotty Barnes.
Oh no,
yeah, right.
Jackson in this thing, man.
Who he get picked to? Oh yeah, he on Houston. My bad, dog. You caught a stray. You caught a stray that was for Christian Wood. Who else I wrote down? Tobias Harris. Nah, he the last person I shout out. Fuck boy. But my bad.
I feel like we gotta name Atlanta. Atlanta gotta be named after a strip club, man. Which one you think they should be? The Atlanta Blue Flames, the Atlanta Pinups? I like the offshoot spots that everybody don't be knowing about. You like the Pinups?
Shit. What
the
about the Atlanta racing in front of the one Vic was racing in front of the big ass one that's like the size of a Walmart right there at Lindbergh and Pete and Lennox. You know what I'm talking about? It Lindbergh and fucking what is La Vista changed to?
Is that Magic City?
Cheshire Bridge. Yeah. Nope. Magic City, the one by what the fuck is that exit on 20? It's right after Capitol and the 20 connection.
I know which one you talking about, bro.
It ain't the compound. That's a club.
Yeah, that's a club. Yeah.
We went to Magic City the other day. That's why I can't think. What the fuck is the name of this strip club? But y'all niggas trying to go over the hold up. But y'all niggas trying to go over to the motherfucking. It ain't the complex. Fuck. Complex compound. I want to say it's a C word. Strip club, Cheshire Bridge.
That's the same. That's it. Strip club, Cheshire Bridge, Atlanta. We want to say it at the same time. Yep. There.
Slam.
Oh man, the Atlanta Onyx. I like that. Atlanta Onyx.
Yeah, we could do that. Slam be the anthem. That work.
Slam. Them hundreds, them 20s. Let the hoes be on
those hoes.
Men's is hoes too, ladies. Do not. we equal opportunities right here. Men's is hoes too. Let the hoes be hoes.
That's like so Atlanta. I looked up Atlanta strip clubs. One of them said the Atlanta Tattletales.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up too. So we got the Los Angeles.
I would cut that. We don't want no beef.
The New York boroughs. The Atlanta Onyx. Who else we missing? We got everybody else, I think. Utah Ass, Chicago 300s, Chicago Chief Keys, Chicago Bang Bangs.
Okay, Los Angeles Leons, the New York boroughs, Houston Highlands, Miami Zoes, Atlanta Onyxes, Chicago 300s, Chief Keys Bang Bangs, Las Vegas CeeLos, and the Utah Ass.
Yes, sir. All of our teams.
Bill Russell's NBA today.
Bill Russell's NBA today. That nigga said the Atlanta Onyxes. Oh, it's only one. You only get one Onyx. It's like the Crimson Tide. The Atlanta Onyx.
Yeah, it's a color too. I mean, it's black.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I like that. My G.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Can I do you a favor, my G?
Would you? Could you? Tell me some good you.
I like that. I like that. Would you, could you? Tell me something good you. And I can.
If anybody could, it's you. Do it.
That's for damn sure. I remember this story, man, about like high school, and there was the Algebra 3 teacher there. This year wasn't the year that I had him. This was the year before I had him. But my partner, my player partner, his mama, our player partner, Cool Athletics, his mom got called one day because there was a discrepancy with Brother Cool Athletics Algebra 3. I think it may have been a quiz. I don't think it was a test. I think it was a quiz. We was all at snack one day, and that teacher had break duty, and Kevin was talking to him. No, I'm sorry. Excuse me, I ain't mean to call it. Cool Athletics come walking up with a woman that I
reversed the order.
Cool Athletics come walking up with a woman that I know. I don't know if everybody else know, but I know. And they make a beeline right up to this teacher. And I don't remember hearing the words that was exchanged, but I do remember the gestures that were made. And it's just different when your mama is there fighting on your behalf, when you got a fierce Black woman protecting what is hers, making sure that hers get what they deserve, making sure that there's understanding about how you treating hers. there's just always that difference made in the room because you don't want to mess with that, bro. Like that's not a line you want to cross as an educator, as a business owner, as a civilian. It's not a line you're trying to cross. It's getting in between a black woman and hers, whatever hers is. Another example. You know that brother Jason Tatum, his mother is an Esquire. Esquire meaning she has her JD, which means she has her doctorate in law. She handles his business. When he got signed to the Boston Celtics, I read an article recently about how Jason's mother asked a lot of questions that most parents didn't ask. Not the white parents, not the other black parents, not any parents. She's like, the woman asking a lot of questions about this contract. And they had to come up with those answers. So, again, you're not going to come between a black woman and hers. Whatever she represents, whatever belongs to her, she going to get that. Tell me something good today is about a young lady. Her name, if you don't know it yet, you will know it very, very soon. Nicole Lynn, Esquire, Doctor of Law. Nicole Lynn is the agent of a recent Super Bowl quarterback, Jalen Hurts. First black woman in history to represent a Super Bowl quarterback. And like my dog always tell you on this show, she's not the first black woman that was capable. She just the first one to cross that barrier. And it's going to open the floodgates like it usually does for people in that realm. But Nicole Lynn is old. And she utilized DMs the way they're supposed to be used. She reached out to Jalen Hurts and asked him, hey, you got an agent yet? Give me the link. She said, I love to represent.
Hit him up with the hey big head.
Link. with the hey big head. Let's get you this money.
You already know.
And she's like, I didn't expect him to even read it. I didn't expect him to see it, but he hit me up and we met and the rest is history. Like now, her first top 3 draft pick. I think she was the first black woman to represent a top 3 draft pick as well. Quentin Williams that plays for the New York Jets, defensive lineman. She will represent most likely the number 1 overall pick this year, Will Anderson, pass rusher from Alabama. She represents a prominent ballerina. She represents some WNBA players. She represents.
You represent them for free.
And hey,
she don't take a percentage of the WNBA players.
I did not know that. And shouts out to her. Like, and she made me think about like being an agent, not like me physically myself. That's not my ministry, but thinking about what she's doing like for these people, because she leads with setting you up for your future, like your entire family. Like this is the money that you make and this is something you work for your entire life. She sets them up, like she teaches them about literacy, about their own contracts for people who like don't have that education. She worked on Wall Street as an analyst. She also worked for Cash Money. She worked for Wayne's Sports label or what have you, 2017, and since made the transition to Clutch Sports. And is doing obviously a bang up phenomenal job, and she is just the first or one of the first to break through in this space. So Nicole Lynn, could you tell me something good you That
You mind if I add a little saying?
what you? Oh, absolutely, bro.
In the industry where you make a percentage of the people you sign, the most impressive part of Mama portfolio is the character of the individuals on her roster.
Big facts.
I am proud of her for that alone. And everything else is the cherry on top. God bless her, and I wish her continued success.
So, season 3, episode 83. Give me some headlines. Nicole, Lynn, Mama Jason Tatum, Mama Cool Athletics, Black women coming and standing between theirs and taking what's rightfully belonging to them.
Leons. Mama Leons.
Mama Leons. It's going to be more of that, bro. These are just the first dominoes. It's going to be a whole lot more of that. Mama Esquire's representation that's going to bat on behalf of Black men, Black women, entertainers, and athletes. It's finna get major out here. It's finna get real major out here. It's what's happening right now with Lamar Jackson, which is why a lot of dirt is being thrown on him and a lot of mud's being thrown on him and his mom in their situation, is because percentage is what is usually scraped off of the checks of our athletes for the people who can't do. But now that's going to Black people and it's staying in the family.
We're about to sign a $200 million contract. And in the NFL, the maximum they can take is 3% of the sports contract. That $6 million supposed to be going to some old white dude's son, not Lamar Jackson mama. She's not supposed to be getting that $6 million.
Right.
She's supposed to be siphoning from the money he get.
And oh my goodness, how did that set the family up when that 3%? I think it's 3 to 5%, and it vary in the
that's sports leagues. Period. Yeah, and in the NFL is maximum 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I did the research.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gang.
That's a lot of money, bro. When we talking about 30 a year, you talking about 10 a year, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 million a year, 3%. Franklin Saint wouldn't part with that. And
I'm going to start ending these Tell Me Some Goods properly by saying, on behalf of myself and the community, thank you. You understand me? And whether it's gratitude, attitude, or paycheck, because that means you the boss. Shouts out to Kelly. I'm bossy. You figure time the first one to scream on the track. We here. Damn, but dog struggling. And give me some headlines. Believe that it is, especially if it's technical difficulties, it is always better to give than it is to receive. Yeah. Oh.